check out this code. It's about 300 lines of C++ and it's a fully working Flappy Bird clone. So, is it really hard to make a game in C++? Back in 2020, I attended my first game dev meeting. I finally showcased my first Steam game, after working on it for a long time. I wanted feedback, so I talked to a random guy. And when I showed him my game, he asked with concern, "Bro, why are you opening Visual Studio?" He expected Unity, but I made my game entirely in C++. If you love coding like I do, you might want to create games in C++ without an engine. It's just more fun. But I bet people judge you for that choice, right? I faced the same situation. My first Minecraft clone was created with OpenGL and C++. I even entered it in a programming contest. By the way, if you also want to learn OpenGL to make cool stuff like this, check out my OpenGL fail-proof course in the description. At the contest, there weren't many participants, so I had the best project. Yet, I didn't get a perfect score. One judge said I limited my potential by not using a game engine. I'll return to this story later, but you can tell that I was very frustrated for being different, and you might feel the same. So let's settle the debate on using an engine or not. And because I know you want to make a game in C++, I'll share my simple 3-step process. You'll see it's easier than it seems. And also, I do C++ game dev on my channel, so if you subscribe, I promise to help you in your journey. First, whether you use an engine or not, there are pros and cons. Many think that not using a game engine means wasting time reinventing the wheel and never finishing your game. But if you know programming, that's not true. A game engine helps at the start, but it can cause issues later. This include optimization problems and difficulty adding certain features. Making a game from scratch takes longer to prototype. But because it's all custom, you face fewer problems later. Of course, it varies. A 2D game can be easily made in C++, but a 3D shooter will benefit more from a pre-made engine. In the end, I released my game on Steam, while most haters still don't have any game to show. Back to my Minecraft game. The judge thought I was limiting my potential by not learning a game engine, but for a game like Minecraft, you need to create every system yourself. With hundreds of thousands of blocks, you can make a separate Unity entity for each one. Updating the world, computing meshes, rendering, physics and multiplayer systems all need to be custom made. So for a game like that, it's easier to build it from scratch than using an engine. That's why most Minecraft-like games are written in C++ from the ground up. It all depends on the context. If you like coding more than using a game engine, there's nothing wrong with that. So let me show you how to make games like I do. Here's the 3-step process. First, learn the language well. There's a lot to C++, and I even made a video about it. But here's the truth. You don't need most advanced C++ concepts to make a game. You only need to know functions, structs, and some basic features like std vector. That's almost all I used in my code. Then you can jump straight to step 2. Start making a simple game by following a tutorial. Listen closely, because I'm going to make this as simple as possible for you. You need a graphics library to display things on the screen. This means linking to it, which is where many beginners struggle. It's normal to face challenges finding a library, linking it, and finding a tutorial. I used to spend a whole day linking a library, if I could link to it at all. So in step 2, I want you to display a simple sprite on the screen as fast as possible to get a very quick win. Then you can spend time searching for the right 2D library and learning how to link it. But first, make a very simple 2D game. I have 2 options for you. Use the SFML library or my own drawing library. Pick either, and I link a good tutorial for both in the description. And because linking libraries can be tricky, I created pre-made setups that work on any IDE. That video is also linked in the description. With this, if you are at step 2, there is no excuse. You should display a sprite on the screen within an hour of watching this video with the provided resources. But wait, because without step 3, you might stay stuck making simple games forever. Once you know how to create a basic C++ game, there's only one right way to keep learning. It's not about finding better tutorials or learning new features. It's about making bigger projects. You need to start a project that's a bit too hard, but not impossible. You'll get stuck and need help online. But that's learning. I recommend making a Terraria clone. It's easy to start by rendering some squares on the screen, but it can get as complex as you can handle it, by adding features like collision, physics and enemy AI. As a final tip, keep your code simple. You could split your Terraria world into chunks, but you can also just store it in a simple 2D array. Yes, it works. That's what I do in my Steam game. Now on my channel I do C++ game dev, so you'll find my videos very useful. So if you subscribe, I promise to help you in your journey. And now check out the links below to make your first game. Or if you are a little more advanced, check out my OpenGL fail-proof course. See you!